Hey girl, hey!
Well, hey, girl. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, Miss Mims. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, Auntie Maim.
You're not actually, but that's fine.
I said we weren't gonna do any shtick before this, but I do want to welcome everybody to You Slay Me, first of all.
You slay me. If you're listening to this, you might be hearing it on our other podcast, Baking Sugar, a Designing Women podcast, and you're getting a preview of You Slay Me, which you can go follow also wherever you find your podcast.
And what kind of podcast is it?
It's going to be a podcast dedicated to the wonderful, the amazing, the spine-tinglingly,
We only have an hour.
right, Murder, She Wrote.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, for those of you who really loved us talking about episodes of Designing Women, boy, you're in for a treat because we're going to be talking about all things sexy Angela Lansbury.
Ooh, she really does it for me. But dear listeners, I did in fact get my fat person booster shot.
Awesome. And I got my asthmatic booster shot.
So I got Moderna. What did you get?
I got Pfizer.
So, funny story, there was a woman in front of me in line.
As they do.
And she was like, I had Pfizer for the last two. I want the full Moderna. And the pharmacist said, that's more concentrated. Are you sure? She said, yes, give it to me.
Why?
And that pharmacist was just like, all right, bam.
Like, why did it sound like an actual drug deal? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't know.
So for anybody that's listening to this that didn't listen to our preview episode, I am Auntie Maim, your favorite relation.
And I am the Divine Miss Mims, your favorite angel.
We are two old drag queens that
we
have
aren't
known
that
each
old.
other.
We aren't that old.
We're old in gay years. We are two old drag queens that have known each other since God was a boy.
That would be age 5.
That's like age 5, right? We are pushing past 40.
Yeah, girl, we ain't pushing nothing now. We've already passed it.
I should have said 40s, right? But even that's not technically accurate because we just entered into that realm last year. So but we are fans of all things pop culture, especially the gayest parts of pop culture. And what is gayer than Murder, She Wrote?
Ace of Base.
Oh, well, there's that. Also, I guess Poppers,
Spice Girls,
Silicon Lube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andy Warhol's very gay.
Oh, super gay. That one cop from The Village People.
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones is also very gay. Very, very. Well, she thinks she's bi, but very gay.
Yeah.
So.
So we've already, and dear listeners, if this is your first time listening to us, we take lots of tangents,
Of them,
which is kind of sad for as I flip through all of the pages of stuff we have to get through in this episode.
Although I will say, if this is your first listening to us, apparently that's the thing that people like about us. So
that's exactly right. We have been called the cool coworkers. And we will talk to anybody for money. Speaking about money, we have a Patreon.
A Patreon? No, you are kidding. We don't have a Patreon, do we?
It's Patreon, You Slay Me. Feel free to, just throw us some bones. Is that still a phrase that's going around with the kids?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think they call it ticks now. Ticks.
Venmo us.
Give us anything, please. Anything.
Yeah, not just your witty remarks. But we've got a few things set up. We talked about it on Baking Sugar. We are going to perhaps exercise using the Angela Lansbury exercise video. We have a Discord, which if we actually get people, we will watch a bad movie. And you all in silence will just listen to Maim and I talk and read your comments out, it will be a goddamn mess.
the Angela Lansbury exercise video, that has got to be a Patreon goal. It has to be.
It will be. Our first goal, however, is to just get this stuff done for free and get rid of the ads. I apologize for the pesky ads. I know they are many things. They are done by your region. Here they are cable. They are a cable provider.
Oh, okay.
If anybody wants to be a sponsor, we accept sponsorships too.
We do. We love sponsorships.
We will do anything for a penny, honey.
Not anything.
Okay, we'll do anything for about $2 million.
Yes.
Each.
Yes. Oh, yes.
After taxes.
Yes. And not with each other. Not with each other.
No. We are married, but other people is fine. We aren't married to each other.
Okay, let's get into this episode.
So, this is season 1, episode 1, The Murder of Sherlock Holmes. It's actually a part 1.
I know, a 2-parter. That means we get to end on a cliffhanger.
So yes, and we aren't talking about a boogie. Well, we kind of are.
No, we actually are.
So it starts off with the iconic typing. The iconic typing. There's lots of typing that happens twice in this episode.
She's an author, so that makes sense.
Is she an author or is she a murderer?
Well, no, she's not an author yet, but she's turning into... Well, I see what you're going there.
And you see lots of main white people as you're going along.
So you know how I am, and you know how my brain thinks. The very first note that I wrote in my notebook, I just put in 2 montages with 3 exclamation marks. I love a good montage.
So, excuse me, dear listeners, that had nothing to do with vaccine. That's me swallowing my own tongue. A talent that you can appreciate on our Patreon. I have just verklempt Maim. I do apologize. So, Maim, there's a play.
What?
It's a spooky play.
What kind of... I mean, is it like a play? Did Angela write it?
No, I have it written right here. The melodrama.
I put on here, I just put... Actually, I said neck wrap drag queen. I can't remember why I wrote that now.
Oh, because that woman who was screaming had a
That's what it was. Yes, because I was like, "Oh man, is that a drag queen?" Because I mean, that's like kind of one of the tactics for hiding your Adam's apple. I was like, "Is that a drag queen in like 1985?"
Yes. Speaking of hiding your Adam's apple, which not hiding your Adam's apple, I highly suggest you find the video of Trixie Mattel putting on a small face of herself on there. It was hilarious.
Oh my God,
I love Trixie Mattel. She's not my absolute favorite. That's still Katya, but I do. And Jinx.
She's a close second, though. She is a close second.
Third. Maybe fourth. Because Jujubee's in there. Manila Luzon's in there. You got a lot in there.
Okay, so then we are at the end of the play. Well, at the end of the rehearsal, and we discover that that she's there as part of the PTA committee because they're providing refreshments.
Yes. Why? She's not a parent. Why is she there for a PTA committee?
Because she's a substitute teacher.
Oh, that's right. She's a teacher. She's a substitute. Why is she there?
I don't know, because she has nothing else to do.
Oh, so then they walk outside, and Jessica knows who the killer is in the play.
Which is amazing, because I did not pick up on that in the 30 seconds of the play that we watched.
No, she obviously saw about a minute and a half more than what we did. That play deserved a Schlosker.
Obviously, according to Mrs. Fletcher, it was the uncle.
It was the uncle. And she had her reasons that I didn't write down because there's a lot that happens in these episodes, and you start scribbling it.
Dear listeners, there's no possible way that the Divine Miss Mims and myself could possibly scribble down every note that Mrs. Fletcher goes through in these episodes because they are confounding.
They are very confounding. Oh, Second montage, she's jogging.
Yes!
In velour. Jogging in velour. Oh,
Oh,
I'm lifting up my arm that had the vaccination and I'm in so much pain right now. And then we see the iconic sign, Cabot Cove. Followed by the other iconic sign, guest starring Ned Beatty.
When I tell you how excited I got when I saw that sign, I was like, "Oh, I forgot about this. I'm so excited."
So my note about this montage is all of the jogging, terrible font. Oh, terrible form.
It's
not
both.
Font.
It's
yeah,
both.
It is. It really is. Oh.
So now we go jump cut over to a phone call that's coming in. We've
got some news.
Yes, we have some big news from
Grady called.
I love Grady. Can I just tell you, he is one of my favorite characters on this show because he's so like, Jilliers, Mrs. Fletcher, Aunt Jessica. I am such a all-American guy.
He gave her book to Coventry House.
How dare he?
They want to publish.
What?
She's not an author. She's just a substitute teacher.
She just wrote that while she was filling time after her husband died.
How many years ago?
I don't know. I didn't write that down.
Like, no, it wasn't said. I'm just thinking, this thing is an epistle. Like, it is a novel. How long ago did this man die that she was killing time while painting her house?
I mean, it might have not. I mean, it might have been a while ago. I'm guessing because she's giving off like sexy gilf vibes that all the men are picking up on. So I'm guessing a little bit of time has passed.
So now we're panning. She's in front of a store.
Another montage.
And her book went from the number 8 bestseller to the number 2.
And
she's been booked. Do you know what she's been booked on?
Donahue. I love when the old lady's like, I may die.
So I had to look her up. That one with that voice, because I thought that was the woman from Beetlejuice. Just the way she looked at no, it wasn't. Just the way she looked at the way she sounded. No, that woman's got a very wonderful career if you go look her up. Like, she was a, like,
I think
renowned starlet.
A lot of the older ladies on the show have those types of backgrounds.
Actually. Oh, no, the woman from Beetlejuice is like that. This woman's only been a side character in a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
I do apologize for the confusion.
You got me excited.
Well,
I wanted to go watch...
Go take a moment, clean that up, and we'll get back to this podcast.
Not that excited. So this is my favorite, right? So I love when they talk about... This is so great. Mr. Giles, he wants to have dinner with Mrs. Fletcher when she arrives, right?
Yes.
And here's the thing is that they're trying to get her, a little bit saucy. So
and do you know what we get? Do you know what we get? We get another montage at a beauty salon. Girl, I don't know what you're talking about. 2 montages. We are up to 4 right now.
No, I blocked them out in my notes also. I'm very excited.
Like, isn't there like a dress that looks kind of like a candy cane in there?
Oh my goodness,
like,
yes.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
So then we get to New York.
New York City. Ooh, I could use some salsa right now.
Some paste picante, Annie.
It's a paste picante. You know, paste picante. If you want to be our sponsor, we will eat it every single time.
We'll do the paste picante ASMR hour. As an older person at this point now, I think about...
We aren't that old!
I said older person. I think about that commercial a lot now, and I realize like how silly it was that like they said New York City, nothing is made like that in New York City. Like,
No,
there's
it's
no
not.
there's no big brand of salsa that's made in New York City.
Although,
yes,
although there is a pizza restaurant in Raleigh,
not a pizza restaurant
that imports their New York style pizza. They were going to import the water from New York. Instead, they got a special water filter to make the water the same as New York, because New York has the best water in the world for bagels and pizza dough.
No, I have heard that before.
Yeah,
I have. So
have you ever been to New York and had pizza?
Yeah, lots of times. Yes.
Well, I didn't know as an adult.
Do you not remember we went there every summer?
Girl, I couldn't keep up with when you were in church and when you were out of town.
That is difficult.
I do apologize. I do apologize, Mama Maim.
That is difficult. It's hard to keep track of those days. So here I wrote this, right, because they showed Jessica on her little circuit, right, of interviews.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
You forgot we met Kit Donovan. Kit Donovan, she's important. She faints and screams.
I didn't think she was that.
She may be the murderer. So far, we have 2 people. 3 if you count the conductor of the train, the first black person we've seen.
Yes, in the last.
No, there's that couple.
Oh, at the party.
And then the one woman at the party's ambiguously black or something.
Something like that. And Bert Convey, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Anyway.
I got excited by that. So I wrote down, out of all of these little like things, I said, "Where's Donahue?"
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I was like, "Are we going to see Donahue?
I was so upset.
Are we going to see Phil? Where's Phil? Where's Phil? No Phil."
I was really upset because I was like, man, for like a very first episode, this would have been such a great little thing in there. Oh,
I'm doing the money symbol, dear listeners.
I mean, I bet he wasn't that big at this point, was he?
He was huge. This was prime Donahue.
This was like pre-Oprah taking over, wasn't it?
Yes. This is like Sally. This is like when it was Donahue and Sally, and then Ricky Lake doing whatever the hell she did about 5 years later.
Oh, Ricky. Go, Ricky. Go, Ricky. Go, Ricky.
White people stole that from Arsenio. And then what's the one who had the man die, and then she quit doing it?
Oh, Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones. There we go.
Yeah. She, like, the 2 guests, one hunted down the other after the show.
Mr. Giles is meeting them in 20 minutes.
Oh, finally, we get to see what
he's
this guy is like. Oh, dang. What is it about professional men that they're just always so unprofessional?
But he shows up. He shows up, and he looks very gray.
Oh, well, he is old.
Yeah, so he needs to eat apples.
You need to eat apples. They're good for the pectins, good for your complexion.
Now we go on a speaking montage where she goes through the rotation. The book critic, the bookstore, the disc jockey, the feminist, and the pregnant ballerina?
No, the feminist is the one that talks about who the killer is in her book.
Oh, right, and the killer's the pregnant ballerina.
And Jessica gets really mad. She's like, I would prefer if you don't reveal the killer of my book.
Wait, there's news. Agnes Peabody just subpoenaed her.
I wrote down Agnes Peabody and all these exclamation marks.
Now, dear listeners, I have never seen an episode of this before. This is my first episode. I have, to be honest with you, not watched the second episode yet because of life. Does Agnes Peabody ever show up again?
No. It's literally just like, it's just so that we have this weird moment, like that's like this misperceived attention, and then Giles is like, everybody's like, oh, her, yeah, she sues everybody.
Yeah. So Jessica's had it. Jessica's had it up to here. She's done. Ready to leave. She's going to New York. Up.
New York is too much for her.
And then Mr. Giles meets her at the train station.
Oh, dreamy Mr. Giles, you came to the train station to see me.
With flowers.
Oh my gosh, flowers. I'm almost moist again.
Would you like to go to a party, Jessica?
What?
It's in the country, in New Holvey. Is that a real place?
I don't know. I put on here... It's been a couple of weeks since I made my notes. So I just put party, and then I put Mr. Giles, and then arrows, and then all of these hearts. I'm like, what was I doing that day?
Reading the room, girl. Reading the room.
So then we go to the party, or we're going to the house, right?
And do you know who we meet first? Louise the drunk.
Dear listeners, let me just say to all of you right now, there is nothing I enjoy more than a melodramatic drunk lady from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It is my all-time favorite thing.
And we meet her husband, the captain.
The captain, played by Brian Keith from television's Hardcastle and McCormick, which is one of my favorite 80s shows.
God. He's an asshole.
Oh, well, that's he built his career off of being an asshole. That's his whole career.
Wait, there's a clue that's happening.
What happened? What?
There's a sonic boom.
What? Are they near
the airport is down the road.
Oh my gosh. How do they sleep at night with sonic booms going off all the time?
I don't know. The same way they do with gunshots going off, apparently.
Oh, whiskey. Got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Got it. So then, okay, so I don't know if you wrote down this, right? But I love when Jessica has her one little cheeky moment where she said that if she doesn't find a costume soon, she's going to have to go as Lady Godiva. And I was like, what?
Yes, it's a costume party. So, fast forward a little bit. Like, there's a lot of movement in this.
There is.
It gets really disjointed toward the end of this.
We do a lot of jump cuts.
So we meet. The door opens, and there's Mrs. Marsh, the Peter Pan.
I love her too.
I love her so much. I love her so much.
They don't make character actors like this anymore. They really don't.
I mean, Stanley Tucci, Oscar winner, I believe.
No, he doesn't. Not yet.
He didn't win one?
No.
I thought he did.
No. Okay. No.
Can we call Meryl Streep a character actor?
I mean, we can call Meryl Streep everything, because she's played everything, everyone. She's played everything. She's every woman.
Except she can't sing!
No.
I did it better right there.
I don't want to talk about how we were.
It's the last midnight.
Stop. That's gonna trigger me. So just let's stop. I was okay with ABBA.
Boom splat.
I was okay with Mamma Mia, but man, Into the Woods.
So Jessica is descending down the stairs as the fairy godmother,
which she put together with a few quote odds and ends. And this is like a Disney level of costuming. And she's like, odds and ends.
We also meet two other people. Humpty Dumpty, who's Arnold, and Peter the pianist, who I love.
Played by the fabulous Bert Convy. I am, so like, dear listeners, if you are above a certain age, you have no idea who Bert Convy is. But if you are over a certain age, you spent many an afternoon with a relative watching Bert Convy hosting game shows in the 80s.
Yup.
With that beautiful Jufro.
Oh. The captain is dressed as Sherlock Holmes, and he's feeling up Little Red Riding Hood.
Whoa. I wonder, does that mean that the captain could possibly... Is that foreshadowing that the captain is Sherlock Holmes and the title of the episode is The Murder of Sherlock Holmes?
Wait! There's a light in Grady's room.
Not Grady's room. Anybody's room.
Yes.
Grady's room. What? Why would somebody be in Grady's room?
So Grady runs upstairs from outside where, what's her name? What's the woman's name? Kit is screaming, "Oh, oh!" It's like a Clue moment.
It's not as entertaining.
He finds Dexter Maxendale, the PI.
Oh, I wrote his name down as Dexter Battendale.
I think it's Maxendale.
Maybe
it's Battendale. Whatever. So I've got a question for you. We're going to take a brief pause because I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are there always this many characters in an episode?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Because I mean, it's supposed to be like a complete misdirection, constant misdirection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they.
Yes.
Oh my God! Where are we at? Okay. They take him into the room.
Right.
They take him in the room. They have a little conversation with him. They're like, Ed Mixer, Maxendale, Mattendale, whatever, is like, you could just let me go, or we could cause a scene.
Ooh, I mean, I don't want to cause a scene.
So he lets him go.
I'm looking up his character now. It's gonna bother me the rest of the day if we don't get that name right. Cab driver, TV reporter, policeman on boat. Wait, where is he? Is he not even on the IMDb? Wait, what's happening right now? Are you kidding me? They even have the feminist interviewer on here. Come on, man. Okay,
Look
fine.
At Dexter.
Oh my God, you're right.
I know.
Dexter Baxendale.
There we go.
I don't like you right now.
So Louise does not like this party, and her ass is ready. It's drunk and ready to go home. And
it appears that Ashley might be the captain's side piece.
They leave. They leave the party together.
Ooh, the scandal. Also, dear listeners, just in case you didn't pitch up on this, the captain is relevant for two reasons. Because he's also Grady's boss.
Oh, that's right. And Grady does not like him.
No.
Wait. The captain actually left with Little Red Riding Hood.
What?
Yes.
He's playing the field tonight.
Yes. So there's a little cute scene with the piano guy, and they're like, "Hey, play us a song! Play us a song!"
From the musical that you're working on. Play us a song for that musical you're working on.
And then it pans to 6:10 in the morning when the butler's cleaning.
No, you forgot a part.
What did I forget?
You forgot when that lady got wine all over her leopard outfit.
Oh my God, how'd I skip that? That's important.
Yeah. And Jessica was like, okay, we got to get a little, I wrote this down. We got to get some milk and some sugar and some eggs. And
yes.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
And that's how we know he left with Little Red Riding Hood and not her.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
So now we cut to the next day.
And Jessica's jogging outside Velour.
I wrote down jogging like she's being chased. Because she's not running like a normal person.
There's screams! By the pool, screams!
Oh no, who's screaming? Who's screaming?
Sherlock's dead in the pool!
Oh no. They killed Captain Caleb?
They shot his face off!
Oh. Well, I mean, Brian Keith wasn't the most handsome guy.
So Louise is showing back up that morning. Jessica sees her and they're screaming when they go to the pool.
Louise
and she holds
is so
her back. No,
she's so
you
hungover.
Can't see her.
I want to see it. I want to see it. And then I wrote in giant letters in my notes, in giant all capitals, Ned Beatty. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Chief Gunderson arrives.
Yes. And he asked, "Where's Kit?" And the doctor, the other black person, gave Kit a sedative to relax.
Because that's what you did in the 80s.
So everybody's talking in the room, and Jessica's outside looking for clues.
Of course, right? Like,
course
I mean, that's what you would do at this time after a person's been murdered.
She found a clue.
What?
She did. The shoes on the body don't match the captain's.
Oh my gosh.
Because the shoes on the body were the kind that you climb things in. Silent soled shoes.
Oh, like rubber shoes.
Like rubber shoes. The captain was wearing fancy shoes.
Oh. So wait, does that mean that the person that was Sherlock wasn't the captain?
The captain shows up.
Oh my god. I thought he was dead. Oh no.
Convenience.
It's quite. I mean, plus I was even surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, they killed off Brian Keith so early in the episode. Right? He was a big star back then.
And you find out that it was actually the PI that was shot.
Oh. My favorite line of the show just happens also. So Louise starts slapping him. And he says, "Why are you slapping me? I thought you'd be happy that I'm not dead." And she says, quote, "This is for all the other last nights you put me through." I was like, yeah. They gave her the best line. She got the best line.
Oh, God. So we find out that the captain hired the private investigator. Because someone is leaking information from his fish industry.
Yes, because I mean, he's probably got a secret recipe for fish sticks. Oh man, I love it so much. Like this is why but you can easily see now why I love Murder, She Wrote so much, because it's so ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous.
So we are now heading back to New York City.
Oh, thank goodness.
The detective gets in the car with Jessica.
Oh, is Ned Beatty trying to shoot his shot? What?
No, girl, no. He's just real dumb, and this is the worst Sunday he's ever had. So she posed the question: who did the killer want to kill?
Oh,
did he want to kill Caleb?
Oh,
or the PI?
Oh. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Jessica, what are you on to right now, girl?
Who knows?
Oh.
Who knows? So we arrive at the train station. And like we are skipping. Like this we gotta make it to the end of part one.
I told you that's how these things work.
Like 1980s only had an hour 45 minutes, and we gotta get that in. Got to get that in. Her nephew's been arrested.
You gotta be kidding me. Grady's a Boy Scout. Why would they do that?
He stole information.
Oh no, that doesn't sound like Grady.
So now we're at the police station.
Because man, we can't get through this episode without having some character actors playing police officers.
Right. And Jessica's like, "Well, did you check the bank accounts?"
No, we didn't. No, not yet. No.
Oh my gosh. You look right now like, how did this show last for so long?
I mean, it's partially the vaccine. It's partially, I think I'm getting a fever from it. And it's partially how is this 2 parts? How do we have this many characters?
Oh, honey, there's going to be lots of 2-parters. So.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Maim, what have you done to me?
You've taken the blue pill. Actually,
I think it's Paisley.
Ooh, like
actually, gingham kind of feels like her, doesn't it?
I don't know. Gray velour kind of feels like her, probably. You just know that Angela Lansbury smells like gray velour, baby powder, and white diamonds. You just know
it's true.
That is the combination. When you hug Angela Lansbury, that's probably what you're smelling right now.
Or meat pies. That's a Sweetie Todd reference, everyone.
I want to go watch that now. I want to go. We're not gonna.
So now we're at a restaurant.
Yes.
And we find out why Grady was arrested.
Oh no! Why?
They think that he killed. God, what do I have here? He was going to Massadale was going to blackmail Grady, and Grady killed him.
Yes. Which is ridiculous.
Mrs. Vickers enters.
Oh.
The woman who he
the woman
used to be with,
who slept her way to the top, and now she's a boss bitch.
I mean, good for her. She looks.
No, I love it. I think it's amazing. She did exactly what I would have done.
So, we've got a time of death. Oh. Exactly what you would have done. 11:15 p.m.
How do we know it's at 11:15 exactly?
Because there was a sonic boom.
That disguised the gunshot.
Yes. And Miss Vickers has an alibi at 11:15.
Because she was getting her dress cleaned.
End of episode. Okay.
You sound so exhausted. You sound so exhausted.
I am. So, do you want to know who I think the killer is?
Okay, you tell me who you think the killer is, and we'll see if we're right next episode.
Do you know? You should already know who the killer is. You've seen all these.
But we're not gonna. We're gonna. Okay. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say. But yeah, go ahead.
I have a couple of choices.
Also, bitch, if you think I remember these episodes and who the killer is, you really have underestimated my memory.
Have you? Well, no. I just figure you've watched the second episode already, have you?
No, because of life. We already talked about that. Do you know how many Halloween costumes I have in this room I still have to finish?
Pound, girl, pound.
Pound.
Anyway,
I'm drowning in tentacles. I'm drowning in tentacles.
So, I love Korean. No, I did not watch Squid Game. No, I have no need to see that. But I do like eating squid.
I will say, we actually started watching it. It's actually more interesting than people have talked about it being. So, everybody kind of made it sound like one kind of thing. And then as we started watching, I was like, oh, wait, this is actually like not like this at all. It's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, so, I don't need to see it. Okay. So the killers, I've got a couple.
I love their music.
I think that it could be. Instead, I've been watching a Hometown Cha Cha Cha, which is a Korean romance. It's really cute, really funny. The lead actor may or may not have coerced his ex-girlfriend into an abortion in real life. Yeah, just let that go. So the killers.
What just happened?
I need to know something.
Okay.
Are they always main people in this, or could it be anybody?
It could be on Murder Show. It could be anybody.
Okay, I think it's either the doctor, because he had sedatives.
Okay.
Because how else would he change the outfit of the person?
That's true.
I think it could be, and I think that he's been with Miss Vickers.
Well, who hasn't? Hey-o!
Oh, it's true. I know I haven't because I'm gay. I think it could be Peter Pan.
Oh,
just because I want her to do something like that.
Oh, that would be she would be an amazing killer.
Wouldn't she though? I killed her.
Could you imagine when she does that about face and turns into this monster at the end when she gets caught? Oh.
But no, the real one I'm gonna go with, I think it's Kit, because she's in love with Grady and she was protecting him.
Aww. I really don't know who the killer was in this second episode. I've forgotten already. If I had to pick based on the scenarios at hand, I would probably say Bert Convy, because I just like saying Bert Convy's name. So yeah, Bert Convy would be my choice for the killer.
Well, you know what? I just thought I'd let you know something very important.
Yes.
We just summarized this episode in less time than the episode actually took.
Yeah, I told you that this weren't going to take that long. Because remember, this show's all just like vignettes. It's all vignettes.
Vignettes!
And it's like you're just describing the situation and then we're reacting to it. That's really all that this is.
God. So do we have any other bits that we wanted to do? We've got who's the killer? Is there anything else you want to ask at this point?
Do you think that Jessica and Mr. Giles got down?
No, I don't think she liked him. I think
she did like him. She said she liked him.
Yes, but I think she likes the police chief better.
Gunderson?
Yes.
You think Angela Lansbury is going to date Gunderson over Mr. Giles?
No, wait. What part of date are you talking about? I think she likes him hapless.
Oh my god.
Do you think they boned?
But I don't want to think about Ned Beatty in a sexual way.
No. The dude. The one you were talking about, Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Giles?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think that she was in love with him. She was all like, "Oh, it could have been something." I mean, you know.
Okay.
Have a nice little quiet night with some Chianti. Peel off those Depends. You know.
Ugh. There's a fetish we don't want to talk about. Anyway. Maim, let's wrap this shit up. I think we've reached the end of this episode. Why don't you tell the dear listeners where they can find you?
Dear listeners.
Dear listeners.
If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can follow me at Auntie Maim. That's auntie.maim. Like I'll kill somebody. I won't. It's just edgy because I'm not really. Also, if you're on Facebook, I'm your Auntie Maim. You can also follow us on Instagram at Mims and Maim because we're a comedy duo.
You can also follow us on Twitter at YouSlayMePod. You can follow me at thedivinemissmims on Twitter. Nowhere else because, sorry, Divinemissmims, not the Divinemissmims. I always make that mistake. They got rid of that many letters for a thing, and it was owned by somebody else. Anyway. At DivineMissMims. And don't forget our Patreon.
Patreon.
Patreon.com/YouSlayMe. Join us. Exercise with us. Watch movies with us. Love us, damn it. Love us. We're lovable, aren't we?
We are lovable, even more so in real life.
Maim, tell them where else they can find you, because you actually do stuff. I don't, but
yeah. If you're ever in vacation and you're down to Miami Beach on a Thursday night, you can hop on into my home bar, Kill Your Idol, where I host amazing colossal karaoke, and I'll be singing and dancing and dragging it up for the masses. So I'd love to see you there.
And everyone, if we really make it, if this show really makes it for us, hint, it's not. But if it does, maybe we'll do a live tour.
Poughkeepsie.
Scranton.
Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Stone Mountain in Georgia. We can see the Confederates.
Miami Lakes.
Reno, that other city in Ohio.
The shell.
Oh, God. Reno. We're going to Reno.
The Shell Station outside of Indianapolis.
Girl, we've both been there already. And on that note, this has been a pleasure, Maim. This has been a pleasure. I will see you next time for this mess.
Yeah, we're gonna have some more fun. If you like us, follow us. We're just gonna keep on doing this because this is how we get our rocks off.
It's true. Bye, girl.